Let me be very clear. Those who seek to blame others are themselves the problem, and we will have zero patience or tolerance of that. This is also a moment to apologise once again to all those who were hurt, to all those who were let down, who no longer felt it was their home, who suffered the most appalling abuse. And I understand that some people won't like the changes that we've made.
It started like any other political chat on national television, until Danny Dyer decided he'd had enough of the spin. The cameras were rolling, the studio lights were blazing, and within seconds, Britain witnessed one of the most unexpected political showdowns in recent memory. Dyer, known for his fiery attitude and sharp tongue, wasn't there to play nice. Across the table sat Labour leader Keri Starmer and Shadow Chancellor Rachel Reeves, ready to promote their latest campaign message. But what they didn't expect was that Dyer had come loaded, not with talking points.
This with all candour. If you don't like the changes that we've made, I say the door is open and you can
petition.
Not yet, no, because you know me, I'm not very technical at stuff like that. I was going to start differently, but it's your show, you do what you want.
Well, let me just reassure you that it's actually really easy, because I don't normally do these things either, but I thought this thing is getting ahead of steam, and I think we've all got...
I'm absolutely with you and the millions of people who think this bloke is a disgrace. He has no plan, he has no conviction, he has no backbone. I don't buy this government at all. It makes me furious with the shambles that was the Tory party. But we cannot fall for the BS that the King is going to get involved. This is not going to change the government. Yes, it will absolutely, Isabel, say to this government, globally and at home, not very popular. It's not going to make any difference.
But with truth bombs. From the very first question, you could feel the tension. Dyer leaned in, eyes narrowed, and asked, "Do you lot even know what normal people are going through out there?" The studio went silent. Starmer tried his usual calm, lawyer-like tone, but Dyer cut straight through it. "You're all up there talking about policy papers while families can't afford heating. What planet are you living on, mate?" Reeves shifted in her seat. The audience, both in the studio and online, felt that electric mix of shock and excitement. Dyer wasn't interviewing, he was dismantling. Starmer attempted to regain control. "We're focused on real change," he said carefully, but Dyer wasn't having it. "Real change? You've been saying that for years," he snapped back. "But every time you lot get close to power, it's like you forget where you came from." The look on Starmer's face said it all. He wasn't used to being challenged like this, especially not by someone outside the political class. Reeves tried to jump in, mentioning Labour's economic plan, but Dyer fired again. "Your plan doesn't feed people, love. It's just words on paper." The crowd murmured, half disbelief, half admiration. For once, a celebrity wasn't cozying up to politicians, he was confronting them head-on. And what made it even more powerful was Dyer's authenticity. He wasn't quoting statistics. He was talking about his mates, his neighborhood, real lives. "You talk about inflation like it's just a number," he said, "but that number is the reason people are skipping meals." The words hit harder than any political slogan. Then came the turning point, the moment that sent the internet into meltdown. Dyer asked Starmer one question that left him completely frozen. "Tell me one thing you've done, personally, that's made life better for working-class people." The pause that followed was deafening. Starmer hesitated, looked down, and searched for an answer. Reeves tried to fill the silence, but Dyer raised his hand. No, let him answer." The audience erupted. This was no longer an interview, it was an interrogation. When Starmer finally responded, his voice cracked slightly. "We're building towards a fairer Britain," he said. But it was too late. Dyer's expression said everything. "You can't build fairness with speeches," he said quietly. "You build it by standing with people when it's hard." That one line was replayed across every social media platform within minutes. TikTok, X, YouTube. The clip went viral overnight. As the segment wrapped up, the energy in the studio was unlike anything seen before. Reeves tried to recover, offering a rehearsed smile, but Dyer turned his gaze on her. "You've got a good head on your shoulders," he said, "but you need to stop reading scripts and start listening." She nodded, visibly shaken. For a brief second, you could almost see her respect him, not as a celebrity, but as someone brave enough to say what millions were thinking. Backstage, sources claimed that Starmer was furious, not at Dyer, but at his own team for not preparing him. Political insiders later revealed that Labour's communications unit held emergency meetings that evening. The question trending across the UK was simple. Did Danny Dyer just do what no journalist has dared to do, expose the real cracks in Labour's leadership? And as the story spread, people began to wonder, was this just a viral TV moment, or had Dyer accidentally triggered a political reckoning? Because when one man from East London can make the most powerful figures in British politics go silent on live TV, it raises a chilling question. If truth this raw can shake the establishment, what happens when the people start demanding more of it?